I'm Brittany.
And I'm Heather.
Welcome to Okayest Moms, the podcast.
A place to be more than just mom.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Okayest Moms, the podcast. Brittany here and Heather. We, fingers crossed, have made it. This is our second, I feel like third attempt to record this episode today. It's just been one technology problem after another. And here we are. I am really bummed that our in-person experiment did not work out. You guys, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of what happened. We sat down to record 2 episodes because we're going to be on it. We've got shit to do. We've got a timeline to stick to. And literally, as I'm logging into Zoom, it's like not logging in. And then AJ was just about to leave with the kids. So you have a quiet house. You text me, is the internet not working? Because I just got a message that said it went out. Like, actually, as a matter of fact, it's not working. The one thing we need. Right. So I gather up all of the stuff, race over to Brittany's house to try and troubleshoot it. We record something that's not even remotely usable. And so, a few hours later, here we are. And guess what? The internet was right back up and running the second I was home. So, of course, that's how these things go. And now we get to record on our favorite time, nighttime. Oh my God. I didn't understand how it was out. Like it was finally not raining today. And I don't know. I guess like it flooded the wires or something. I don't know. So annoying. Well, here we are. We persevered, and you are going to get this episode hell or high water. I mean, like literally high water, because there's flooding all over the state right now. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be back with our January favorites.
If you're feeling the new year, new you vibe, and your goal is to get organized once and for all, then you need an essential calendar.
We've both been using an essential calendar for the past few years, and their unique design allows you to see 3 months at a glance. This makes planning so much easier and guarantees that you make time for all the things you want to do, not just things you have to do.
And new to the shop this year is the Year at a Glance calendar. If you like to see your whole year mapped out, this sleek, minimalist design is perfect for you.
You can get 10% off your order from the Essential Calendar by going to okayestmoms.com/essential. That's okayestmoms.com/essential.
We'd like to introduce podcast sponsor Dry Farm Wines. Dry Farm Wines is a wine club that sources natural wines from small family farms that grow organic grapes. Each wine is dry farmed, meaning no irrigation, low alcohol, below 12.5% ABV, sugar-free, lower in sulfites, free of toxic additives, and is keto, paleo friendly, and vegan.
Which is a fancy way of saying that you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a sauvignon blanc or the warm, fruit-forward taste of an old vine zin without the icky feeling the next morning.
If you know what we mean. Dry Farm Wines offer memberships for reds, whites, or a mix of both that can be edited or canceled at any time.
To order Dry Farm Wines, go to dryfarmwines.com/okayestmoms to order. And if you sign up for a membership through our link, you'll get an extra bottle of wine for a penny with your first order. That's dryfarmwines.com/okayestmoms.
All right. So this product recommendation episode came at the request of all of you. This was highly sought after and liked on our end of the year survey. And so we're listening to the people and we are bringing you our favorites. And I feel like the January favorites is the best because we're fresh off of Christmas and gifts, and like the January favorites are just ripe for the picking.
They are.
Yep. All right. You want to dive in? Sure. Okay. So my first one came care of Santa after I sent him a direct link. Speaking of Christmas gifts, it is the Peace Out Retinol eye stick. Peace Out is the brand, and it comes in a tube. And it almost goes on like a balm, like a lip balm on your lips, but it's for the under eye. And it is retinol, which is not the first thing you would think to put on a delicate under eye because retinol can be so harsh. But this is actually very moisturizing and not drying at all. And it helps with the dark circles. So I'm kind of having all the problems in my under eye right now. The dark circles, the fine lines, the puffiness, all of it. And the retinol is supposed to help with the dark circles. And I do feel like I'm noticing a difference. At this point, I've only been using it a couple weeks, so it could be a placebo. But you know what? A win is a win. A win is a win. I like that brand. I like their Zit Dots or whatever they are. I've heard really good things about that. That's my next thing to try. That's not what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. For the longest time in my head, I thought that brand was the same as I've seen it at Target. I want to say it's like Soap and Glory or like Suds and Glory. And in my mind, they were the same brand. So I was like, why would I? And I have not heard good things about the other brands. So, but they're two very different things. And I'm a fan so far. All right. What's yours? My first one is the R+Co Dry Shampoo Mist. Okay. Like the rest of the population who has long hair, we freaked out when we had the recall of all the powder or all the aerosol can. It kind of freaked me out enough to where I oh, maybe this is causing to calm down, stop overproducing oil and my hair is just feeling so stringy and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so my hairstylist recommended this, and it's not an aerosol can. It's literally a mist that comes out, and there's no smell to it or anything, and you can use very little, and it goes a long way. And I really like it so far. Well, it's a good thing a little goes a long way. Here's the problem with recording before, because you already know everything now. Well, it's very expensive. It is definitely an investment. It is the size. It literally looks like one of those spray hand sanitizers, and it's very tiny. It's tiny. Yeah. And that brand, I mean, I know they're like a good hair brand or whatever. They are kind of pricey overall. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like the salon quality stuff. So there was one thing that you can get it on Amazon. Just make sure you're buying it directly from R+Co. Because I had made the mistake of buying salon stuff on Amazon. Yeah. Salon. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. All right. In the realm of dry shampoo, I have a non-recommendation, a non-favorite. I have also been looking for a different dry shampoo and again, trying to get away from the aerosols. So years ago, I had a powder dry shampoo, the name I could not remember. Like I could see the packaging in my mind, but it was over 10 years ago that I used this. And so I went to a brand I've been loving, which is Briogeo, that I get at Sephora. And I'm sure it's available at other places. That's just where I've been getting it. And they have a powder non-aerosol dry shampoo. So I was like, okay, perfect. I've loved everything else I've used from them. This should be great. It's like the applicator sucks big time. It is like, you know that thing you use to puff air on a fire where it was like a bellows or something? Like that is how you squeeze the bottle and it puffs out. And so you can't be precise with it at all. And on top of that, because it's loose, it just makes my scalp feel even grimier and flakier than it already is in this dry winter air. And it's garbage. So maybe I need a mist. I don't know. Maybe you do. It's an investment though. Start saving. My next one is a song. Miley Cyrus's new song, Flowers, is a bop. It's so good. I've listened to it probably 72 times today, just on repeat. I just love it. I love how far she's come and she seems to be killing it. And I'm like a proud mom. I just love her. It is a good one. I do love a good middle finger to the ex song. A good Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift. I love it. My next one is another beauty product. It's the Kosas Lip Oil. Now, I know lip oil sounds very strange and like the last thing you'd want to put on, but it is hydrating. It has really good color, and lip oils are really having a moment. They are. They're really good. And what I like about this one is that there's only 3 colors, so it's a pretty dumbed down process. It's pretty easy. So if you're not a huge lip color person like me, then this is perfect for you. Because it's not like that sticky middle school lip gloss that you think of when you hear like a gloss or an oil. Not that we knew what a lip oil was in middle school, but this is not anything like that. And I'm pretty sure I put this on my all of favorites for all of 2022, but it's not good that I need to talk about it again.
I love it. Yeah, I can't do sticky on my lips. It really.
Ugh. My next one. I have been on the hunt for just like some almost oversized sweatpants that are just like comfy and loungy. And for some reason, it's been really hard for me to find, but I found the ones. They're the Cozy brand from Target, and they have that waistband that's not too thin, so it doesn't feel like it's like digging into you. It's thicker. I bought them one size up so they could be even comfier. And they have a lot of thought into these sweats. I really did. Well, I realized because I sleep in shorts and a tank top every night, no matter the season. But I needed something around the house because I was like cold in those. And I needed some sweatpants. And I didn't want to pay $1 million for pants I was just going to wear around the house. And so these were the perfect. I found them. These are it. Okay. All right. My next one has made me so indescribably happy, and it's so stupid how happy this dumb little thing has made me. So I realize every year when I take the Christmas lights, all the Christmas decorations down, I love that bare empty feeling. But then I realize like at night when it's dark, well, it's dark at like 5 o'clock. So, but as I'm sitting there after the kids have gone to bed and, watching TV, it's so dark in the house and it makes me so sad. And I realized this year that's what it was. That's what I was missing. We need more light in our house. So I've been on this mission to like add more light to our house, but lamps are very expensive. I don't know if you've priced the lamps lately, and the end tables get knocked over weekly, if not daily in my house. So like there's no point in doing anything about that because that's just waste of everybody's time. So I started putting LED candles on timers all over in little nooks and crannies of the house, which has made such a difference. But I've added something new. It is a rechargeable lamp. It is about the size of a Stanley Cup for reference. Everybody knows that. Yeah. And it's got like a crystal lampshade and crystal light. It is definitely made out of plastic at like a brass base. And it's USB-C rechargeable. It's got 3 different lights. So you can have the warm light, the cool light, or like some other light. I don't even know what it is. Because
warm is acceptable.
Obviously, I can't do a white LED light. Like it, no. And if that's your thing, I think you should go talk to somebody about that because that's a terrible light. It hurts my eyes so much. And it's dimmable too. So I only got one because I wanted to like try it out and see if it was even what it was about. Now, it's less than $20. Does it sit perfectly straight? No, she doesn't. It's fluffy.
She's a special girl.
Right. So there will be more coming to our house because they're just like the perfect amount of light. It just gives a little ambiance, but it's not like quite that orangey LED candle glow either. It's very nice.
I'm intrigued.
Okay. Speaking of being irrationally happy about something, I got the meat masher in my stocking, and you've peaked.
This is
right. It has always made me irrationally angry when I have to break up like ground beef or ground turkey in a pan with just like a wooden spoon. I don't know why. It just pisses me off. It takes so long, and I'm like, let's just get the show on the road. Wait, you're using a wooden spoon on meat? Well, a spoon, whatever. No, okay. I don't. But I just imagine myself at the stove and holding it. Okay, good. No, gross. I'm not, people. Plastic spoon, plastic spatula, whatever. Okay. It takes forever and I hate it. And so Santa brought me a meat masher, and it's not one of those crazy ones that like has 19 wings coming off of it. It has 3 wings, for lack of a better term. And it's just, it makes it so much easier, and it's so much quicker, and it's dishwasher safe, So I just throw that puppy in there, and then I'm less frustrated on taco night. I will say I heard a tip a while ago listening to Didn't I Just Feed You with our friends Megan and Stacy. And they had a great tip where I couldn't even begin to remember the episode they said this in, but you kind of want to sear the ground meat on one side before you flip. And they even said, like, let it go a minute or two longer than you think you should. And so every time I'm like, I go to flip and I'm like, no, not yet. I hear Megan and Stacy in my ear and I say, nope, not yet. And then I flip it over, and that seems to make the crumbling easier. So, and it doesn't stick to the meat masher. I'm pretty sure that episode was like called the ground beef episode. I think it was. Like that. I think it was something similar to that, but that is a good one. And I think probably cooking it that way is probably going to keep the chunks of meat in between, because all I think about when I see that thing, it's like a pinwheel, and like I just see like raw meat being stuck in the wings. Yeah. Okay. My next one, I'm going to preface this by saying I am annoyed with myself about this one, but I'm so sick of water bottle culture. I'm so tired of dedicating a third of my kitchen to drinkware, because everybody in my family loves a liquid vessel to carry their various beverages around, and I'm so sick of it. But for Christmas, I got the simple modern, I don't even know what its proper name is anymore, because AJ insists on calling it my rig. It's gigantic. And he's not wrong. It is huge. It holds 50 ounces of water. And I know, so a Stanley, which I'd been using before, holds 40. So that's not like a huge jump, but I don't know. Something about the extra 10 ounces just makes my life so much easier. And it just, I don't know. I hate filling up my water bottle. I hate it so much. I hate standing there and doing it. It's a whole thing. I also got the simple modern 40-ounce Stanley dupe, I guess it is, which blows the Stanley out of the water, like far and away better in every single capacity. It weighs less. So you could still use it as a murder weapon if it's full, but it doesn't leak unless you like tilt it completely upside down. It will leak, but it doesn't like tip over and pour water everywhere. It just is superior in every way. Is it the same shape as the Stanley? Yeah, same shape, similar colors. I mean, different colors. Yeah. But it's much better. It is cheaper. So people seem to have rediscovered the Stanley Cup over Christmas, and now they're doing that thing where like they're selling for on Poshmark for like $180 or something insane. And people are like searching Target for them. I think the Stanley's garbage. It doesn't really keep your stuff cold. I like the size of it. I can appreciate it fitting in the cup holder. That's not a problem I have in my car, but like I can appreciate that aspect of it. But this one is $40 on Amazon consistently. Like the price has not gone up. They can be. Why are we paying $40 for a fucking cup? Like it's fine. I know. Water bottle culture is toxic. Listen, before they made the BPA free plastic, it literally was. That's true. No, I am a water bottle culture OG. I used to have an Nalgene. I had a Camelback. Like I'm in it. So it's too late for me, but No, I mean, I have dipped in and out. I do have a freaking Stanley. It sits up in my cupboard. It is what it is. All right. What's your next one? The next one is a TV show. The Traitors on Peacock is worth a binge watch. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like MTV's The Challenge with a murder mystery twist. It takes place in a castle in Scotland, and the set design is really like it's an actual castle, but the way they set it up is really awesome. The challenges, they're not called challenges, they're called something else that I can't remember right now, are like really well designed and actually interesting and fun. And because sometimes you can watch these reality shows and it's like, oh, that's stupid, like another obstacle course or something. But they keep it interesting. What I like about it is there are reality stars on it. We have people from Survivor, from Big Brother. There's an ex-Bachelor on it. And then my favorite, all the Bravo celebrities who are on it from Below Deck and Summer House. And there's a housewife. The only thing I did not like about it was 10 reality stars and then 10 normal people, like normies. And I don't think that was a good mix. I feel like it needs to be all or nothing. We don't have time for the normals. Yeah. I mean, I know when they did it, like they wanted to get people to actually watch it. Apparently it originated in the UK and it's normies all around. So who knows what they'll do in the future, but it was good. Really good. I don't typically love British comedy and TV, but one thing the Brits can do is a reality show. So I feel like they don't need to do these gimmicks anymore. Like we're on board as long as it's not 93 episodes like Love Island, because I'm not on board. Well, I am on board for that. All right, my next one is a pair of tennis shoes, sneakers. I always grew up calling them tennis shoes, but I feel like
So did I.
they're not strictly tennis shoes. You're not playing tennis in these. Right, exactly. They are a pair of Nikes. They have like a waffle bottom, which is then kind of hard to get used to because it's like very tready on the bottom. They have a lot of grip, which is unusual for a tennis catching. Yeah, but they're a nice like neutral shoe. They come in a bunch of different colorways. The ones I have are kind of a tan and black and white combo. And I feel like they're a good neutral shoe that kind of go with everything, but aren't like a golden goose or like something over the top. Like they're a good like in between. And they're like sporty enough to be a tennis shoe still, but not like, it's not like I'm like wearing a Hoka or something. It's not like you're wearing for a run. Yeah, you're not wearing your orthopedic running shoes. I saw them today. They're very cute. Okay, my next one is a game that I refused to play for a long time because I did not want to have to play it. And I played it on New Year's with you guys. And Tyler was literally thrilled. He literally met us at the door with the game. He was like, hey guys, want to play? This is what we're doing. Hi, welcome to my home. This is Spot It. So it's actually really fun and it's quick. So like it's actually been good when my kids want to play a game, like let's play a game of Spot It. And then I'm going to keep working or keep whatever. So it's really good. I like it. And it's pretty small and portable. It's like a deck of cards. So you could even keep this in your purse, like while you're waiting at restaurants or the doctor's office or whatever. And it'd be a pretty easy one to take along. All right. This one is a favorite question mark. I'm not really sure yet, but I feel like I need to talk about it because everyone's talking about it, which is Spare, the autobiography written by Prince Harry. I'm about halfway through and I'm slogging through the military stuff right now. It is very boring to me because I don't care about that, but it's written strangely in a way like the chapters are very short, very short. I'm constantly like, what next chapter? Like what? We were still in the middle of this story. Like the way he's telling it is kind of leading, but I don't really understand what he's setting us up for. And maybe that will be clear once I'm done. But I am worried that all the good surprises have been ruined already and that I'm kind of reading for nothing. But I'm doing it on Audible and he's narrating it, which I think he's doing a great job of. Like sometimes the narrators are kind of just like, and so other times they like really pull you in and keep you listening. He's definitely doing that. So it did rain. It rained, I think, like 98% of the days that we were off. And so it was just a lot of being at home and I was like in major purge reorganization mode. And I had this wild idea to get all the spices off of the shelf in my pantry. Recommend it if you have a full pantry door because you need to utilize all the space you got.
Do you just go stand in it and you're like,
Oh, it is really nice because we have not like a full walk-in pantry, but like you can take a step or two into it. But all the stuff that was on the ground is now up on the shelves. So you can actually walk into it now instead of like step on a bag of chips to get to the shelf. Like,
right.
so yeah. So now I actually can go in and admire it.
I love that.
And there's like a dedicated spot for the lunch bags now instead of just like which is 10 out of 10 worth it right there because nothing drives me crazier than like lunch boxes just sitting on the counter over the weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. That's all I have.
All right. If you haven't, please subscribe, rate, review. It really helps the podcast get found by new listeners. And follow us on Instagram, where we're always talking about the stuff we love.
And we'll share these things in person so you can actually see what my water rig looks like.
Water rig. Oh, God.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
If you like what you just heard, and we hope you do, you can find more of us online at www.okayestmoms.com. We're also on all social media platforms, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Okayest Moms Blog. Or if you want to, you can send us an email at hey@okayestmoms.com.
Hi, I'm Tammy Hackworth, and I'm a life and work coach, keynote speaker, author, and host of the 100% Guilt-Free Self-Care podcast. You know what you need to do to live your best life. Feeling guilty isn't helping you do it. You may believe self-care is selfish. It isn't. You may believe that you're broken. You aren't. From exercise to mindset to books that will change your life, Tammy's here to remind you that you matter and self-care is the foundation to your dream life and having the time, energy, and bandwidth to create the world you want to live in. Join me over on the 100% Guilt-Free Self-Care podcast every Thursday for new episodes.